so it can be tricky. But your cannon and your enemy are small enough, so sometime they will always find places where they don't touch, so your program won't crash.
So let's test this out.
Okay, yeah, but you should copy line 67
Darn it! Darn it!
because they move
Well,
fast. Maybe,
um, yeah.
maybe if your enemies and yourself was smaller, would be
Can I just resize them all?
yeah.
Is that small enough?
No, I think so. And maybe yourself too, and maybe the ball, also the ball.
Yeah, at the same time, so like that they're like this. Whoops, the same size.
Yeah, sometimes it does that, so you have to click on the black arrow and then click again on okay. And by the way, we'll correct your problem inside the cannon, so you can go inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but as I said before, your cross was on the bottom left. I think because you rotate your cannon at some point, so just rotate it again, so your if you hold shift, it will rotate perfectly. Okay, like that, and just be sure that yeah, that is perfect. And now if you go inside your can inside the body, you will see that the circle is at 0 0. So
Good.
everything is okay.
Hey.
Really try to pay attention to never mess with your cross, and so it always stays at the bottom, at the top left, because it
Uh,
can becomes really messy. And
like I don't realize it.
okay, so now you can test that.
Whoops. Okay. Darn it. Whoops.
This is another problem because they can spawn at like 2 pixels of one each other. So
Uh,
we could change your code so it checks if it's at least at like 200 pixels of the cannon.
okay. And my music
Oh,
is not playing anymore.
uh, maybe because what I made you change something before, but we'll make it play in a better way anyway.
Yeah. True.
So okay, yeah, I know how to correct your problem, your spawning problem. So if you go in your code,
Mm-hmm.
you are making the enemy spawn between 0 and the width of the stage, and between 0 and the height of the stage. But instead of the full height, you should make it spawn at half the height, so it will never spawn at the bottom of the screen, so near the canyon. So like
So
the mid
over here I do like divided by 2.
exactly. So it will always spawn in the top
Oops.
half of the screen.
Divide by 2 minus.
Yeah, and you can even like divide it by 3 or divide it by 4, so it will always spawn in the top corner of the screen. Try it like
Same
that.
thing with the width.
The width, you don't need it because your cannon is at the bottom of the screen, so the width won't affect anything.
True.
So try that. As you said, they spawn a bit.
Oh. Well, anyways, that works.
Okay, so like I said, yeah, just copy line 67 to line 90, and we'll paste it in the restart function. Instead of line 305 and to 314, because this was the old way to make
All this?
all this. And we also have to set the cannon in place. So I think you should like take note of the initial position of your cannon and replace it at this position.
Pardon?
Okay, you when we start a game, you also have to replace the cannon at its initial place or initial coordinates, the one that you can
Oh.
see on the stage.
So I could do like stage width divided by 2.
Yeah, and I think the height is like I don't know, like
E.
stage height minus 200, 100,
mm,
maybe there.
Uh, so like, oops. So cannon divided by 2, and the Y would be not sure.
I think you have to hard code it because it's like
348.
yeah.
Yeah, we have to hard code it. Uh, it's 328,
48, 48.
48. Okay.
So now it would probably work. So when you die, you can,
Ah.
and if you click, you respawn at the right place. Oh yeah,
Oh yes. Since it's the cross is over there,
you have to add
so I have to
minus.
like, uh, yeah. Whoops. What was that? Minus cannon width.
Exactly. Divided by 2. Okay.
Is it in the center?
Nearly,
Uh,
but I think it's because inside your cannon, uh, it's not really at 0, 0. The way you draw it, like yeah, it is. No, it seems okay. Why it doesn't choose? Oh wait, do you have code there? If you click on code in your cannon,
I
you have
think.
code.
Whoops. Go to and stop.
Why
Uh,
you should
uh,
remove that. It's useless. And
I don't know why I wrote that. I don't remember.
okay, and okay, it seems okay. Stage width minus. And in scene one, if you take a look at your code for replacing the cannon,
Replacing the can?
by okay, it's because it's stage dot stage width and not simply stage dot width.
Okay.
I know it's weird. I don't know why. So it's stage in
Like
yeah,
this.
like this.
You need to have good reflexes.
That's
Okay.
really cool. I have to say that making a game like that, my students last year took like I don't know. They start making games like that after Christmas, like around February or March, and they started in September.
Yeah.
So they are
Yeah,
progressing
well,
really
because
fast.
I like before like starting courses with you, I sort of kind of already knew a bit about programming.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. But anyway,
So
you're kind of good. Okay,
this seems to be good, right?
yeah,
Like we're
it,
not missing anything.
not missing anything. And now we can even use the restart function for something else. Because
Yeah.
the restart function sets all parameters to their initial values. So at the beginning of your program, we will delete everything that was like hard-coded, like setting enemies, adding event listener. We don't need that because we simply have to call the restart function instead.
And we, yeah, true.
So we can remove the score one that like line 14. We don't need that.
Let me just save
Yeah.
in case something goes wrong.
Okay. The rest is okay because we were creating the variables. So it's okay. Below that, when we are placing enemies,
This
placing is not the right verb. I can't say that. It's not like,
placing
yeah,
when we're placing the enemies. Yeah.
yeah, it's placing. Like in
Did you,
French,
did you say
placing,
placing or placing
placing, like placing in French.
with a J at the end?
Yeah, placing.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay, and okay, so all that is okay because we create the variable, so it has to be there. But after that, like around line 68, you are going to set the enemy at the right place. All that we can remove it. So from the first do to the last while, it's useless. Same thing for the add event listener shoot. We can remove that because it's in the game over screen.
okay.
And finally, we can remove the add event listener for the run function because all that is in the restart.
That's it.
That's it. So now at the top we have to call the restart function instead. So
On
every
the very top.
no below that, like all after you declare all your variables, even yeah,
Before the shoot function.
exactly there. You
So
have
I just write restart parenthesis
exactly, but there's a little trick. You have to type null, null,
in the
in
parenthesis.
in the parentheses, because the function is expecting a variable, a parameter like the colon event. I don't talk about that for now, but it will come. So just for now, do that
Whoops. Access undefined property game over.
on the fly.
Game over is the this.
Oh,
Where
you
is it?
deleted by mistake, I think. But it's not a problem. You go in your library
Mm-hmm.
and just drag it again on your top layer. Yeah, but it has to be on the top
Oh
layer.
yeah.
I don't know if you are there.
Which one would it be?
Create a new one for the game over. It will be.
I leave it there.
Yeah, maybe under code. Okay.
Okay, now I just put this here.
And you have to rename that instance game over. So I think we'll have an error when we will test it, but no, not even. Okay,
Okay.
so now your code is a little bit optimized. Uh, so that is the kind of start game function I was talking to you about. The restart function is the start game function. To start a game, you just call restart function. So